Alright guys, welcome back. Hope you all are enjoying this. If you are, let me know. Leave a like, comment if you have an account. Subscribe to the channel. I mean, I'm having fun with this. It's still the same day. It's still the same day. It's nighttime now. Got a little bite to eat. We're on episode 8. Enough of me talking. Even though I'm going to do that the whole video. It is the residential episode. We got to focus on housing, guys, because we do have a problem. We have a bit of a problem. 51 homeless, not too bad, but we really need to address this for multiple reasons. And there are, man, there's at least 3 reasons for building homes. There's really no reason not to if you have the money. Now, one thing we can do, we haven't focused on edicts yet, and I'll do a whole separate episode for that, but there is a urban development edict, and it's 7,500, decreases construction costs of all residential buildings by 50%. Runs for 5 years, has a cooldown of 5 years. So that means it works for 5 years, but then you can't use it for another 5 years. You have to wait. So what we want to do, I don't know if we want to do that, because we're going to look at housing here, and you can see it costs 7,500, and that's going to be a lot of housing to even save us money. We're not going to need that many yet, because we have 51 homeless families, and let's look at some of these homes down here. We've got a bunkhouse. Let's see how much it's making. Let's go to statistics, and you can see $18 a month, guys. So over the lifetime, this one bunkhouse by itself has made $726. Let's look at over here. Pretty close. 18. How about a country house? $660. I mean, housing is income. It's not a lot, but starting out, especially in Colonial era and the early World War eras, you want to have housing. You really do. There's no reason to have homeless once you get you got to get your economy set up first. That's why we're going in this order, guys. That's why we are going in the order. It's not so much about having a perfect play style, because there's whatever you want to do works for other people. Whatever you want to do may work for you, but something else can work for somebody else. That's what I'm trying to say. Anyway, we need to think about bunkhouses, and I looked at this. We've got 51 unemployed. So one reason, I gotta touch back on this. There's 3 reasons. One, you get money. You just get money as long as you have people living there. Now, if you have an empty house, that's just gonna waste money. It's just gonna waste money, because see, the budget is 12. That's just gonna waste money if you have an empty house, nobody living there. And country houses are actually a little less. But if you start building houses, start building mansions when we get over into the World War era, we'll look at that. But we just need some bunkhouses to get things started. This is our colonial. This is our colonial town. We're gonna leave it pretty original. Like, I'm not gonna go through and rebuild stuff and tear things down. So let's focus on some bunkhouses. Another thing we need to keep in mind, and I'm going all off track here. This is the newspaper. We need to keep in mind this blue circle, because that's going to impact the quest that we're going for here. We need to progress the world wars. We've got to get this population supporting revolutionaries up. So let's build bunkhouses around the newspaper. So, and my phone's going off. I don't have time for that. Let's build some bunkhouses, and we're good all the way up to here. So what I'm going to do is actually build a row here. So we're going to go, I kind of had this mapped out in my head. So we're going to build, the front of it, I think, is this right here. I think that's facing the front. So I'm going to turn around and let it face the road. And we're going to do 1, 2, 3, just like that. And then I'm actually thinking about going this way, potentially. I think I'm going to go right behind it here. And we're actually going to do 3 more facing the same direction. 1, 2, 3. Now, let's think about how many that is. I just built 6 of those, and it's low quality. It's fine. They're fine. Residential building for 6 households. So 6 times 6 is 48. We've got 51 homeless, so we're going to build probably a couple more, because we still got people immigrating, and we're going to have our population grow. So we are going to build a few more, and let's look at our newspaper again. I think we can get this whole area here. I don't know if it'll cut that off on the corner, but we're probably going to build a few more around here. And what I'm going to do is actually go ahead and place one of these. I'm going to go ahead and place 2 more down here, and this is actually going to be, I think, even enough. I don't know how many will fit there, but we'll go ahead and put 2 more there. That'll be fine for now. And you can see we didn't lose a whole lot of money for that. I think urban development probably wouldn't have helped us that much. It's only 8 bunkhouses. I'll use it when we start building like a lot at a time. So let's go ahead and get that built, and then we will focus on, there's something else we will focus on coming up. But I mean, the bunkhouses are low quality, but I like to make it a little pretty. I like to have a little nice area for them. So let's build some decoration. We haven't touched at this yet. Let's put a square in. I do like this, kind of like right here in the middle. I think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm gonna do that like right in the middle, and then we've got room for 2x2 squares. We can put like, let's see, we can actually do something like that. That would actually look really cool that way. And let's just do the same thing. Yeah, let's do the same thing. Flip it that way. Look at that. That's beautiful. That is absolutely beautiful. Nice little park between all the housing complex. I think that just looks so pretty. And of course we got our man. We got our man El Presidente right here. There he is, with a cigar and everything. His statue. So we're gonna get that built. That's gonna address the housing concerns, and you're gonna see some revenue come in from that housing. This is gonna help as well. We've got our employees here working at the newspaper. They're gonna help build this propaganda. You see 140 success lifetime. That's nice. I just went up 141. So let's get some of these built. We'll let it play. There's really not a whole lot to talk about with housing. Actually, there is. I lied. I'm just kidding. There's a lot to talk about. Now, let me explain why I built it here. We'll just let this play. We'll just let this roll. We'll freeball it. We'll wing it. See how it's going. So, one thing you need to keep in mind with housing is, in Colonial era, people have to walk everywhere. Like, the little buggies here, the little carts, those are Teamsters or construction officers. And that's a construction officer coming here, hauling his tools to build this house. And you can see we already got one built, and there's already 6 families living in there. Just everybody's single. Okay. Look at this.
Hola. How are you?
Everybody's single. We need some people to get married here. And we got, look at this, 16 immigrants. We got 16 off of that freighter, so we got a lot more coming. Anyway, I'm getting distracted, which often happens in this game. Look
have a
at
request. But for safety reasons, it is a secret.
Sophia,
request.
I don't want to do that. I'm already on a raid. Oh, God. Okay, well, Sophia, I'm going to have to wait on that. That's one of the downsides of the raid demands, is that now we have to wait. But it's almost done. They're returning. That's good. So anyway, housing. Let's focus on housing. I'm going to pause it because we're going to get way too far ahead. Housing, you want it in between your resources, your economy, and, you know, like the groceries right here. That's going to be a great spot for people. All they have to do is just walk from their house to the grocery. Here, we're going to move all this, but I kind of wanted to build it close by anyway, because we're not going to move it all. We're just going to relocate some of it. We've got people that work here. This is a lot of the, workforce is over here. You can see they're building shacks at the tail end of this road. So basically, we want all these people in the shacks to demolish their shacks and come live over here in the housing, because basically they're right next to the grocery. There'll be some entertainment we'll be building, and that'll probably be the next episode. Anybody that works at the rum distillery, Teamsters, plantations, ranches, everybody kind of works in this general area, except for there's a couple things out here, which is fine, and the housing here is not too far away. So everybody has to walk. You want people to be nearby. So we're going to let that build. I'm just going to make sure nothing crazy happens, and then we'll touch up on that in just 1 second. Okay, guys, we're back right away. I hope you're still watching the video, because I realized I didn't even hit on the 3 main reasons of building residential housing. I said number 1, income. They make money. Let's look at this guy. Let's look at this house that was just built. 6 people living here. Boom, $18 already. Income of 12. It's going to be making profit as long as people are here. That's one reason. Another reason is happiness. We don't need people homeless. That's going to destroy housing happiness. Food and housing are the 2 main things we can take care of in the Colonial era. Now, housing's not going to get that high. Food, they're not going to get that high. But we can provide for our Tropicans. We can provide for the population with food and housing. We've already touched food. Food is good. Let's look here. We should have 8. We have 7 still. We're waiting on something. I don't know what's not in here. Pineapple. We're still waiting on pineapple. But now we're building housing. We've got more here. We got people living. Yeah, it's 6 out of 6. 6 out of 6. It's all full. We got 1 more we're waiting on, 2 on this side. So happiness is a huge thing. I mean, we're good right now, but you want to keep people happy. And then the third
nice
thing,
to have
look at
choices, isn't it? Choices like continue as governor or begin a new career in manual labor.
Lord Roger, it is time, and I didn't mean for this to happen mid-episode, but we're going to screw the crown. I'm not doing that crap. I'm not building a tannery. I touched on that in the industry episode. It's just useless. There's no point. We can just build I mean, it produces leather, but we can get leather from crocodiles. We don't, or yeah, from crocodile. We don't need that. We don't need it. So screw the crown. They can shove it. Anyway, we're still. So what was I working on? Oh yeah, the third point. The third point is efficiency, and I kind of touched on that. People live here now, so look at all these people that live here. Let's see, plantation. Where do you work? She works right here. So look at this commute. It's only from here to here. So we're gaining money on who is this? Stephanie. We're gaining money on Stephanie living there, and she's also working nearby. So that's just a win-win. And then we got a grocery right here. We're gonna have to focus on entertainment in the next episode. Things are looking good for us, and it's really those three reasons. I mean, you're gonna see, and we can look at this, guys. We can actually look at this. I haven't touched on this yet. We've got local service. Look at this, almost $4,000 in rent in the last 12 months, and that's gonna go up. That's gonna go up even more. So that's gonna go up more. So we're gonna pay attention to that. And anyway, that's pretty much all we need. I'm actually gonna throw in another bunkhouse. I'm gonna put some mansions in towards the end. Maybe wait till the World War era, but I think I'm gonna throw one more. Oh, you know what? No. I actually screwed this up. I'm gonna redo this. I actually have a better idea. I'm gonna completely. Hold on a second. No. We're fine. I'm not gonna worry about it. Let's throw in, and we can also do alts and switch styles. So I'm gonna go for that, and then one more up there. So I have an idea, guys. Let's put in another little garden. Let's put in a little one. Like, how about, let's think what we have here, just to help with the beauty. Let's do this, and let's keep it. Let's not make it symmetrical. Let's make it different. There we go. That's gonna help with the beauty, guys. So housing kind of comes with beauty, you know. I just think it looks nice. It makes your island look really pretty. So anyway, we've got the rescue raid. We can go ahead and get that one scheduled, and that'll help with our demand. We'll just go ahead and do rescue mini. That's fine. I don't care. I don't care if they're educated or not. It doesn't bother me. All right. So anyway, I think that's gonna wrap it up. We're just building a couple more housing complexes, but that's pretty much it, guys. Housing, just build it near your resources, but not too close. You don't want. I mean, you don't have to put housing on top of your industry buildings. You don't have to put them right next to every single plantation. It'll be all right. Especially like stuff over here, I'm not worried about. They'll eventually move into these homes over here. So it's not too big of a deal. Teamsters really more concerning. We'll touch on that again. But anyway, guys, hope you enjoyed the video.